Yeah, so we're just bumping another video today to do this one because we hit a good vein today on the Twitter and on the X, and I have to talk to you guys about it. There's a reason why we do the 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. burn videos. Because there's not enough anger, there's not enough frustration, I don't think there's enough fight in trying to maintain American comics. We have individuals who want to pump up a social media account versus making great comic books. Today, hey, I love the internet, and I do apologize to some of you if I was a little bit too brash, a little bit too harsh. Please understand. We got a very busy 9 to 5 job, very demanding, very hectic at times. And I have to be short. I'm not a full-time social media-er, so I do apologize. But I can also do videos like this to elaborate and give you guys further apologies. And hey, and be on live streams to even interact more closely and more personally with some of your questions. So this idea came up. Manga versus American comics. It's my contention that manga is not comic books. We can go through the publishing history of manga. We can go through how other publishers and other distributors all classify, they split the difference. Comic books, manga. And there's all kinds of valid reasons on both ends of that spectrum. But the real meat and the real heart of the matter, and this kind of came out through the social interactions. The heart of this is that this side of the comic book culture war, the side that wants to save comic shops, that wants to honor customers, this side that wants to stay true to industry traditions and even company traditions. We need strong comic books because that's what's going to save American comic book shops. Manga won't. Manga is going to transform into like Tokyo Pop type stores or Kid Robot type stores. There's a different retail experience that's attached to the entire manga exchange. Now, American comic book stores promote, here we go, the customs and the culture of this country. Billion-dollar franchises, trillions of dollars overall, maybe I'm exaggerating, fact check me on that, came through the comic book rack. To get more of this, to maintain it, and as an independent movement, to participate in it, we need to define what we're fighting for, what we're fighting against, and what we hold as ideal. So many of you out there had trouble classifying and defining and just being good and brief and conversational about what a comic book is and the difference between a comic book and manga. Some of you out there just want to say anything with a picture and words. No. Staple bound, superhero. That's what we need more of. Now, that doesn't mean there can't be variations and things that, like weave in and out along the way. But we need... Comic books is an American phenom. It's an American thing. William Randolph Hearst. This is the guy. Guys, look him up. Watch Citizen Kane. That's who Citizen Kane is based on. The comic book goes back to that era. Goes back to the height and the impact of comic strips. And so many of you guys want to come at me as if I don't know the history or even know veins of the history that you guys, and I know it, are not even aware of. AKA Padders. The American comic book is not a comic strip. It's not a graphic novel. It's not manga. It is a solely separate entity. And we're in an age where all the individuals that know how to get the job done when it comes to making a great American comics. They're dying off. They're not getting enough money. They're just letting it pass by. And then the second generation, this other generation now, is coming up just with the idea that anything can be anything. And we don't need to classify this amazing American tradition. Now, that doesn't mean there's not room for manga. It doesn't mean that you can't read both and enjoy both. That's not what I'm saying. But to put yourself out there and act like the American comic book industry needs to echo manga. It's a different sales structure. It's a different inventory volume. It's a different consumer habit. Here's what's going to happen. And guys, it's already there. But it's going to get more defined as other people copy my content. Here's the thing. The manga reader originates from young adult graphic novels. So, who is going to comic stores? Where is this new audience? When I go, just for a quick example, when I go to my local Barnes & Noble, I see nothing but 40, 50, 20, 10-year-old comic book stories on those racks. And that rack section, that's what she said, is shrinking by the hour. And the manga section is expanding because all the young kids are going from the young adult kids section where they're reading Dog Boy or Dog Dude, whatever the heck, Amulet. There's a list of them, and there's some talented storytellers in that list. But they're going from young adult to manga, and they're skipping American superheroes. The comic book is American superheroes. It's an American tradition. It is as solely original as jazz music is. Now, that's a platitude, and that's the thing that they used to say back in the day. I'm bringing it back here right now. I'm just copying what other people have said. And the reason for that is so many of you don't even echo it. It's not even on your radar. You want to say, some people were making the argument that a children's book is equal to a comic book. This is a solely individual piece to produce. And we love consuming it. It's a product. It's, comic books being art is something else that came up today. Also, some of you know how I feel about that. But AKAPADers, to fix the industry, we need comic books and we need comic book creators. We don't need manga. We just don't.